Всем привет! Снова я, Йотунхельм. Продолжим играть в Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts Наследие. Нужно большой акцент сделать на сюжетные задания, да? Вот, не будем медлить. Начнем наше путешествие в Хогвартсе. У нас уже зима в игре. В игре у нас зима, и за окном у нас зима. Вот. Так. Там Себастьян что-то хотел с нами пообщаться. Пойдемте к Себастьяну. Бомбарду, кстати, изучить можно. Может, бомбарду пойти изучить, что такое. Так, у нас используйте загон для разведения, чтобы заставить спариваться. Это побочка, опасное открытие. Сначала бомбарду изучим, вот, а потом пойдем к Себастьяну. Себастьяну. Вот. Драгон.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Вы всегда бы так уроки, да, проходили просто. 15 секунд и урок кончился.
I take it you're ready.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Конечно, профессор.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise.
Нихуя ты ловишь меня, блядь.
You must be
Нихуя, блядь, не
precise
канает.
in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Бомбарда.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Взрывающий чары бомбарда наносит огромный урон, взрывая взрыв с большим радиусом поражения. Вызывая взрыв с большим радиусом поражения.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Bombarda!
А насколько он большой, этот урон, интересно? Блядь, мне бы... Плохо не пишет урон, какой наносит. Хотя, я так понимаю, нужно от этого урона отталкиваться, да? 250 у меня урон. Так, пойдемте к Блядь, не то. К Себастину.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
А у меня вообще, получается, темным заклинанием будет мне Себастьян учить, что ли?
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic,
Исцелить
but I don't think
Анну,
we
он,
should
блядь,
tell
Авада
anyone.
Кедавра на нее применит, нахуй.
Especially ominous.
И
He
исцелит,
wouldn't
блядь.
understand.
Я собираюсь найти ее, но думаю, не стоит никому говорить об этом, особенно о Минису. Он не поймет. Вообще, по логике вещей нужно рассказать, но он будет верещать. Я никому не скажу. Ну вообще, блядь. Но он с нами повязанный. Блядь, ну как же его, блядь, не этовать? Он, блядь, слепой, нахуй, а, блядь, походу все, блядь, где-то знает, нахуй. Я считаю, что держать в курсе чела, который у нас в команде, нужно.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in
Блядь,
anything to do
ебать,
with dark
хорошо,
magic
что я выбрал,
again.
что ему надо рассказать.
No, I didn't.
Он
I
скажет,
said
бля,
I
какой-то
understood you
красава,
wanting
нахуй, не
that.
крыса, как
I'd
вот,
never
блядь,
swear to give up on
Себастьян.
finding a cure for
У него
Anne.
даже вон платье, блядь,
You don't know when to
предательски
stop, do
свернулось.
you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Платье свое, блядь, поправь-то, ёбаный твой. Чё ты поменял?
I am not letting this go.
Ты только спокойнее себя веди, нахуй.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Бля, как же хорош, что я нахуй не стал это. Как крыса себя вести, нахуй.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors, spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library, noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. they had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spell book.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Ух ты, блядь. А ты тут их пулю забыл, дурачок, нахуй. А, это ты, блядь. Пиздуй нахуй отсюда. Так. И чё мне по заданию? А, нихуя себе, серьезно? Поппи Добринг. Тысяча, нихуя себе, ты где нахуй лазишь?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Да.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Knowing Amit, he's likely studied here.
Центавр. Когда... Какой это ход центавр? Это конь, блядь, ебаный. Центавр, блядь. Опа, сундук.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
А тут вроде третий уровень нужен, да? Да, тут третий уровень нужен.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Вот я подрался бы с кентаврами, конечно. Мне просто интересно, как можешь... Хотя... Ну, типа, они, блядь, с луками прыгают, нахуй, блядь, а у тебя магия, блядь.
Centaurs aren't exactly fans of
Понятно же,
wizard
кто,
kind,
блядь, победит
and the
в
poachers aren't
файте.
helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, yeah.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Можно их отхуярить, нахуй.
Had it not been for wisely thought out choices, we would all...
There's no Dallas.
Excitement, I'd have a job at a bank. You can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
So hurrah, me lads, in Rookwood times is glad.
Irondale's not hard to
There's no Dallas.
Suppose it's worth a look.
Давай, давай, пупсик.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Вот так-то, блядь. Мастер стелса, блядь. Агент 47, нахуй. Это палатка, которая здоровая палатка.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Хуя себе, блядь. У них тут нахуй попуганы, блядь. Битва питомцев, нахуй, блядь.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with them.
You better be a beast.
Rome.
Успокойся, блядь, придурок.
Revelio. Someone there?
Revelio.
That's it. Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
Ну чё ты? Да нахуй мне с ней говорить, господи. Заебало.
What's going on down there?
Лишь бы потрещать, блядь. Нихуя это кто такой, нахуй?
They must have
Ой,
almost captured her.
Картокрыл?
She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Че, я дракона сейчас спасу и буду, блядь, на драконе кататься, блядь?
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now. Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Revelio. Let's make them count.
Careful! That rope will want his dragon intact! Don't think you'll get it out of here!
Shall we
Вот ты, блядь.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Кто она?
Let's play.
Кто?
How you like this?
Да, блядь, заебал.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
О! Обед нахуй.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
О, задание обновилось.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Я отвлекся, блядь. Какое заклинание она хочет меня научить делать? Трансформация. Заберите страницу для руководства из книги «Трансфигурация». Средний уровень, который находится в библиотеке. Ага. Ладно. Так. Дыми маски. Так, мне нужно дыми маски. А я могу вырастить себе дракона? Ну, чисто теоретически-то, да? Нет, разве? У меня есть возможность спаривать их. Блять, а я когда спариваю, куда они деются-то? У меня же, блядь, не резиновое, нахуй, блядь, это место-то, нахуй. Или мне нужно, блядь, жертвовать кем-то? Или мне нужно кем-то жертвовать? Тогда хуйня полная, блядь, получается. То бишь... У меня там 4 загона, там у меня 3. Ну, ограниченные это места у меня же, блядь. Или я их забираю и продавать могу идти. Вот они уже лазят и... О, маленький нахуй. О, ебать, блядь. Обалдеть. Потомство жмыра, нахуй. Ебать. Блядь, из него был. Так у меня же, блядь, не... И чё, вот мне их нужно... Мне типа... Мне это под... Активные твари. Считаем. 4, 8 и 4. Вон как. И чтобы они мне новое потомство привели, мне нужно ждать, когда вот эти вырастут. Их забрать. Да. И потом они еще новых приведут. А я выращиваю это для чего-то, ёб твою мать. Чтобы что, блядь? Места нету, чтобы выращивать. Чтобы бабки были, что ли, блядь? Или ради ресурсов? Такая, и, блядь, ради ресурсов. Хуйня какая-то получается.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the phoenix, not Tobbs, and not even master. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Так. Нужно поставить еще вот эту вот красилку. Сюда. Чтобы производить больше. Все. Вообще, теоретически, надо было их не так ставить. Так. Боже.
Accio.
Ули для веретениц. Есть веретеницы. Болтрушайка, пушишка, плантеленок, дикерол, дирикол, дырокол, вафлер, воришка.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
Правда, вот получается, вот в этом мрачном нахуй болоте, блядь, будут жить вот эти пупсики. Почему у него плюс нахуй есть? Почему? Он какой-то редчайший нахуй. Да, он даже на картинке по-другому нарисован. Как будто это особая важная птица.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
А я могу вам построить? Не хватает. А тут должен быть где-то, кстати, камень.
Revelio. Accio.
Или кормежку построить. Я думаю, лучше кормежку построить. Кормежка куда важнее. О, полетел, полетел! Давай. Оба, оба, хорош, давай. Оп. Хорош. Ебашь, кружи. Я придумал, бля, я гений, нахуй. Надо только накопить эти камней накопить. И это, я кое-что сделаю. Балдежная. Ты можешь поменять атмосферу в других территориях?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Нихуя себе. Это не мое, мне это не надо. Нормально. Хватит. Так. Что там она мне? Кто-то что-то там мне писал, звонил. Так. Поговорить с Нати и поговорить с Поппи. Поппи, Поппи, Троппи. О, у меня сюжетки нет. Выполните задачу профессора Уизли. Ты? Нихуя себе, мне трансформация для квестов нужна. Понял. 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 Давай с Поппи поговорим. Далеко она. Она опять где-то лазит, блять, в километрах, нахуй. Она в Хогсмиде. Ой, у меня и тут какие-то квесты, ебать. Ебать! Вот это, конечно, поворот.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I'm sure you had your reasons, but break-in is well for...
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Иди нахуй, я не
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can.
Я скрытный мужчина.
I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Да. Не благодарите. Так, тут еще был вроде квестец где-то.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Сахарissa.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business.
Особых кровей,
But
блядь.
I only want to help the less fortunate.
Какой великодушие.
How magnanimous.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, boobotuber pus. Boobotubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
Почему я не
I
собирал
can
эти
try and find some for you if I have the time.
бульи вот эти вот
Marvelous.
хуйни?
I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few boobotubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't...
Понял. Так. Ой, еще какой-то квест. Возьмите печеньку. Давай печеньку. Где-то тут.
What will I do without her?
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Poachers? Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
There. Potato! Bombard!
Careful not to get bit.
Glacius! Accio! Defender!
Crucial.
Confringo! Accio!
Pathetic.
Harbor Taker!
Reducto.
Bombarder!
My bite is
Ты заебала.
Potato!
Cost us out, Confringo.
You managed to cultivate such a defender!
What you've done.
Crucial.
Accio!
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio.
Такие как?
Revelio.
Волшебство хули. А как? Опять зависло, блядь. Ну да, блядь, вон, деревья в воздухе. Ай, боже мой. Что, опять драться придется? Нет. Так а чё не так-то, блядь?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Glacius. Bombarda. Accio. Depulso. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Блять, я не знаю. Ха. Что это? Она вся выделяется. Почему? Я не понимаю, у меня задание сломалось, что ли, блядь? Почему ящики висят в воздухе, блядь?
Accio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Хуйня какая-то, блядь.
Bombarda. Propendo. Accio. Propendo. Confringo. Crucio. Confringo. Propendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda.
Да как открыть-то, блядь? Почему не открывается? Кто сломал?
Confringo! Bombarda! 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 Reparo. Bombarda.
Как открывается эта хуйня? Я не понимаю. Она само открыться должна как-то. Блять, какая хуйня в натуре. Получается, не будет 100% в игре, блять, из-за ебучего, блять, сломанного квеста, блять.
Revelio. Bombarda. Accio. Flipendo. Accio.
Почему она не открывается?
Revelio. Accio. Flipendo. Accio.
Я просто в ахуе. Разочарован и в ахуе. Я могу отменить задание и по новой его взять потом. Да, я не могу задание отменить и взять. Бред какой-то. Давайте это сделаем. Это задание. Позже вернемся, может раздуплиться, блять.
Now come on, I saw.
This is where Sakurissa said to go. Just my luck. A troll.
Так что, блядь. Говножи, блядь, ебаный.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Revelio.
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
Он сказал, 2, блядь, ему и хватит. Тут 5 нахуй собрать надо.
Revelio.
Да залезь ты, господи. Боже ты мой, нахуй.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Sakurissa now. This place has seen better days.
Aloha Mora.
Afraid to take a hit. Your little son that's saying. Just how many witches
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Potato. Crucial. Expelliarmus. Window. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Right. Defender.
No. The castle must have been quite...
Revelio. Alohomora.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Дракон. А вроде же был дракон. Опа. База.
You're back.
Expelliarmus.
Где ты там? Хуя ты, блядь, ты, блядь, уебище, блядь.
You're the little sod.
Опа, друган пришел помогать. Или он так мимолетом пробегал? Че, ты помогать пришел? Ты, блядь. Конь нахуй. Прибежал, что-то побегал, блядь, конь это, блядь, и все такой, типа. Помог. Типичный тиммейт, нахуй, блядь. Че, побегал, нахуй, блядь, и все, блядь, на этом.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Saccharissa, I found the tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
300. Подружись с трактористом. Так, понятно. Так. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Вот эти еще пещеры, стоит вообще их трогать? Они не учитываются в испытаниях. кстати, пометит это место, где мне нужно изучить-то, я понимаю, чтобы дальше по сюжету идти. Должно, по идее. Библиотека. Это библиотека. Библиотека.
Revelio.
Я ж бегал по библиотеке, тут сканил нахуй все этой хуйней своей. И все равно, блядь, не нашел. Точно, там же сундук внизу.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Блядь, ну давай!
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Ебу, блядь.
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Жидкое... Какое зелье также часто называют жидкой удачей? Феликс фелицис, настой алихоции, бодрящее зелье.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Какие волшебные артефакты упоминаются в сказке трех братьев? Дары смерти.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Снитч. Бладжер. Квофл. Балдеж, наверное.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle.
Ну и пошел
When a
нахуй.
chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points.
Я не в
True
Quidditch не
or
играю.
false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Верно ли, что оборотное зелье способно превратить того, кто его выпьет, в существо другого вида? Оборотное зелье? Это вопрос с подвохом, нет?
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
А, блядь, а чё? И ну я отвечу на все вопросы, блядь, правильно,
What
неправильно. Чё я
governmental
получу за
body
это?
directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Какая правительственная организация была предшественником Министерства магии? Совет волшебников, Организация магов, Орден Мерлина.
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect.
Да и
The
похуй
answer
мне.
was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of
У
Wizarding
нее старая
Secrecy,
информация, это
which
был
required a more structured
Орден
government to
Мерлина.
support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian iron belly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian viper tooth. Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet
Мне
in
кажется,
length,
то вставили
it is also the
просто потому
fastest
что, блядь.
breed and feared for its venomous fangs.
Потому что
Who
2022,
founded the
блядь.
village of Hogsmeade?
Так, Энгист из... Что? Кто основал Хогсмит? Ну, наверное, у кого, блядь, фамилия Хог?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft.
Ну, вот так
It is
вот получается.
believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes!
Yes, блядь, победа нахуй!
Invisibility. Those
Хоть
who've
один
seen
правильный
it have
ответ.
described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
Какое заклятие единственно способно отпугнуть Меркута? Ага!
The stunning spell.
Actually, the answer was
Сука!
the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Кто издал закон элементарных трансфигураций? Я думаю, LJ.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect.
Блядь, не
The
он.
answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Это, наверное.
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In
Какой же
Latin,
бред,
the
блядь.
Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Ты, блядь, откладываешь.
The
Это.
basilisk.
That's incorrect.
Да иди ты
The
нахуй,
correct
ну ёба
answer
твою
was
мать.
the rune's paw. According to Parselmouth,
Задай мне, блядь,
each of the
нормальный
rune's
вопрос
paws
нахуй,
three
блядь. 2 плюс
heads
2,
serve a
блядь,
different
5 нахуй,
function.
блядь.
The left head is the planet,
Кто родился,
the middle
блядь,
is the
в
dreamer,
90-х,
and the right
блядь,
is the critic. Where
бомжи
is
нахуй.
Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and
Гопота.
Wizardry located?
Возродилась, блядь. Где находится школа чародейства и волшебства Ильверморни? На горах, нахуй.
Mount Greylock.
Well done.
Yeah!
The American school
Два
was
нахуй
founded in the
ответа
17th
правильно.
century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Хуй. Самое мощное приворотное зелье называется хуй. Эйфорийный. Ну, наверное, это.
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect.
Да пошла
The
ты
answer
нахуй, блядь.
was Amotentia. Amotentia
Умная
smells
эта хуя,
differently to
блядь.
every person according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or. Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Я, блядь, это делаю ради приза какого-то. Давай нахуй,
Give me
блядь.
your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge.
Я хочу выиграть. блядь.
Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Сэр.
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect.
Да иди ты
The
нахуй.
answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand.
Какую нахуй
If a
Англию,
chaser
блядь?
keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Чего? Как называется нарушение правил, при котором охотник все еще держит кофол, но когда тот проходит через кольцо? Стычка, пропихивание, давиловка. Блять!
Haversacking.
That's right. Latching is trying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Какой необычный побочный эффект есть у укуса пятнистого клешнепода?
Hairy ears.
No.
Да иди
The answer is
нахуй!
bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Какое растение выделяет смердящий сок?
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was
Да и ты заебала нахуй своими мумблесами, хундулесами нахуй. Я не знаю, что такое, блядь.
As a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Какой волшебник в веке создал лекарство, которое легко легло в основу бодрящего зелья?
Bowman Wright.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Тапочку? Чё за тапочка, блядь?
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Назови родину Сналлигастера. Ну, гастер, типа гангстер, нахуй. Я бы выбирал Северная Америка, но правильный ответ скорее Северная Шотландия, поэтому я выберу. Блять, а почему тут два северных? И тропический лес. Сналлигастер. 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 Шотландия.
Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was
Пошла
North America.
нахуй.
The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Невезучий.
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
Лох.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation
Хорошо,
has
идем.
worked diligently to discredit any Muggle
Северные
evidence of the
ответы были.
kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Гамп.
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a
я
small
нихуя не
time.
чудесно. Дай награду. Дай,
I'll
сука,
put the
награду.
on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of
О,
this.
рябиновый отвар нахуй дали. Сука, блядь. Ну чё ты не берешь? Что опять не так, господи? Что с игрой сделали?
Revelio.
А, да, это так работает. Книга трансфигурация, средний уровень.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Вообще, вопросы были, ну, скажем, легкие. Я просто поддавался, ну, чтобы она не обиделась. Вот. Поэтому, как бы, вот так вот получилось. Опа.
Revelio.
Ревелио! Я морозил костер, чтобы шаров беспонтовый взять, как всегда. Как всегда. Па-па-парам. Пам-пам-парам. Пум-пум-пурум. Привет, привет. Привет, привет. Опа, вот был бы вопрос, сколько вы погладили кошек за уже 16-ю серию? Я бы сказал бы, да хуя. И она такая, верно. Мяу. Вот так вот. Чё? А, да? А, да? А, да? Ну, нихуя себе. Ну, нихуя себе. Ебать, я тут ночевал, нахуй, бать. А вы только приперлись, блядь. Сова.
Settle down. Settle down.
Sit down, please.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight.
Опа, нихуя ты колдун.
Now, you all know what to do.
А какие еще фокусы покажешь? Ебать, сразу так? Чисто улыбку нарисовали.
Beautifully done.
Мастер заклинаний достижения дали. Нихуя себе, я колдун. Я что, все изучил? У меня остались только две вот эти, которые, типа, ну, можно изучать, можно не изучать.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentaculum. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Да.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams.
Давай.
Until
Вопросы?
then, well done. You are dismissed.
Ты, блядь, опять вопросы какие-то будут, нахуй? Как называется заклятие, чтобы... Как называется заклятие, чтобы превращать? Левиоса! Блядь, да... Так. А я могу тролля превратить, интересно? Просто превратить тролля, блядь, и все, я выиграл.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Уважаемый профессор Уизли. Мать, ты чё так стала-то? Правильно, выровняйся. Че уселся? Так, ладно. Продолжим в следующем прохождении, в следующей серии. Продолжим делать сюжетные задания, больше на них акцент делаем. А на сегодня пока все. Спасибо за просмотр и всем пока.